So in this video, I'm going to explain working principle of shaping machine. So the main aim of this session is to understand how the shaping machine is works and its components and their functions. The instructional objectives. This session is designed mainly to explain the working principle of a shaping machine, including its basic operations, to familiarize participants with the various components of shaping machine and their functions. So the learning outcomes. At the end of this session, you should be able to understand the working principle of shaping machine and its importance in metal cutting process. So perform basic shaping operations such as groove, slot, gear teeth cutting by using the shaping machine by different techniques and the tool selections. Now let us see that what are the main components of shaper machine. Now look at this diagram. Now look at this. This is the diagram of the shaping machine. Now just I want to explain what are the main components of the shaping machine. Now let us see this first component. This is the first component, that is the table support. And second one is the table where the workpieces are supported on the table. And the third one is a clapper box. The clapper box is used to fix the cutting tool. With the help of the screws, so you can fix the cutting tool. And the fourth one, here you can see the fourth one, this is apron clamping bolts. This apron, this entire device is known as the apron. So the apron is used to make some inclination to the tool with respect to the workpiece at a different angles we made to machining. So in that case, we are using this adjustment of this bolt. Apron will adjust in different directions. And the fifth one is a downfeed hand wheel. So now you can see that this wheel you can rotate. Then this tool will move in downward direction. Tool will move in downward direction. So now you can see that the sixth one, the swivel base degree graduations. So now we are using this sixth part. So here we are providing the graduations, and with the help of these graduations, so we can turn in different orientations and inclined the cuttings are possible with the help of these adjustments. That is the swivel base degree solutions. And the seventh one is the position of the stroke adjustment hand wheel. So this is the seventh is the hand wheel which is used to adjust the stroke length. Adjust the stroke length. Now eighth is the ram locking handle. So once the ram is adjusted, then you can lock it with the help of this lever so that it will not move further. So once that stroke length is adjusted, then we can lock that ram with the help of this ram block locking handle. Next, ninth one is the ram. This part is ram. The ram is moving to and fro motions to cut the material. And the 10th part, now you can see that this 10th one is the column. This is the big column. On the top of the column, the ram will be mounted with the help of the guide base, and the ram is sliding to and fro motions. Next, we'll see the 11th, the driving pulley. Okay, now this is the main driving pulley. This entire mechanism is rotating with the help of this driving pulley. 12th is the base. The bottom support of the shaping. This entire machine is mounted on the base. 13 is the feed disc. So now you can give the automatic feed with the help of this arrangement. You can operate this feed disc so that it will give the automatic feed to the workpiece. 14th is the pawl mechanism. And this pawl mechanism is also incorporated in order to take care of this feeding mechanism. And 15th is elevating screw. So this elevating screw is used to this entire setup will move up and down with reference to the tool and the workpiece. What is it will accommodate the various sizes of the workpieces. So it will move up and down so that the table can adjust up and down according to the size of the workpiece accommodated. So these are the 15 main components of the shaping machine. So now a shaping machine, also known as a shaper, is a machining tool that uses reciprocating motion to remove material from a workpiece and shape it into a desired form. The main working principle of shaping machine involves the following components and their functions. So the base is a heavy rigid structure that supports the entire machine and provides stability during operation. The column is a vertical structure mounted on the base that supports the ram and the work table, and it incorporates all the driving mechanism also. So the third is the ram. The ram is the reciprocating component that moves back and forth in a linear motion. It is mounted on the column and carries the cutting tool. Tool head. The tool head is attached to the ram and holds the cutting tool. It can be adjusted vertically and horizontally to position the tool accurately. So work table. So the work table is a horizontal surface mounted on the base. It holds the workpiece and can be moved in both vertical and horizontal directions. The working principle of shaping machine. Drive mechanism. The drive mechanism consists of an electric motor, gears and crank mechanism. It provides the reciprocating motion to the ram. The working principle of shaping machine can be summarized in the following steps. Clamping the workpiece. The workpiece is securely clamped on the work table using the clamps or a vise. Setting the tool. So cutting tool is mounted on the tool head and adjusted to the desired position and angle of the tool according to the requirement of the cutting. Setting the machine. The motor is switched on, which drives the gears and the crank mechanism. This converts the rotary motion of the motor into the reciprocating motion of the ram. In this shaping machine, the crank mechanism is used, which is used as a Whitworth quick return motion mechanism and crank and slotted lever mechanisms. These mechanisms mainly designed meant for different speeds of the different strokes. Forward stroke and reverse stroke or backward stroke of the ram will be following. During the forward stroke, the cutting taking place, so it moving slowly, and return stroke is ideal in order to minimize the time you are moving faster compared to the forward stroke. That purpose we are using this crank mechanism. Cutting process. As the ram moves forward, the cutting tool engages with the workpiece. The cutting tool removes material in small increments as it moves across the workpiece. The depth and speed of the cut can be adjusted based on the requirement. Already I told you in the shaping machine, the tool is moving forward direction, cutting takes place. Once the tool is is completely reverse, then you can give the movement to the workpiece. So our workpiece will forward. Again in forward direction, tool cut the material. So in that way, the material is cutting is taking place in shaping machine. The return stroke. After completing the forward stroke, the ram returns to its original position, clearing the workpiece for the next cutting pass. So repeating the process, the reciprocating motion of the ram and the continuous feeding of the work table allow the cutting process to be repeated until the desired shape is achieved. So the shaping machine is typically used for machining flat surfaces, keyways, slats and irregular shapes. So it is commonly employed in metalworking industries for various applications such as the production of gears, pulleys and machine components. You can use the shaping machine. I hope everyone can understand what is the working principle of the shaping machine and their main components of the shaping machine. Thank you.